My beloved child, something unusual is unfolding around you right now, and you can feel it, even if you cannot explain it. There is a quiet shift in the air, a subtle movement in your life that refuses to be ignored. Don't skip this moment, because something meaningful is trying to reach you. You were not guided here by accident. Out of all the noise, all the distractions, you paused, and that pause matters more than you realize. There are seasons in life when doors remain closed no matter how hard you try, but then there are moments like this, when something unseen begins to open pathways you never expected. What you once thought was delayed, was actually being prepared. Stay with this, because something huge is waiting for you. This is not about sudden riches or empty promises. This is about a transfer of energy, of opportunity, of alignment. A moment where what belongs to you begins to find its way back, not through force, but through timing. The kind of timing that feels almost too perfect to be random. Have you noticed the signs lately? The thoughts that keep returning, the ideas that won't leave you alone, the feeling that something is about to change? That feeling is not here to confuse you. It's here to wake you up. Because what's coming is not just about material gain, it's about a shift in your path. A redirection toward something greater, something that carries value far beyond numbers. The wealth being transferred is not just something you hold, it's something that transforms how you see yourself, your purpose, and your future. But here's the truth most people miss. When this kind of moment arrives, it doesn't shout. It whispers. And only those who are paying attention recognize it. So stay till the end, because what you're about to understand next might change how you see everything that's been happening in your life. And yet, right now, there is something within you asking a quiet question. Why me? Because deep down, you've carried doubts, moments where you felt overlooked, where effort didn't seem to match the outcome. You wondered if your time would ever come. Don't skip this part, because this is where everything begins to make sense. The truth is, nothing you've experienced has been wasted. Every delay shaped your patience. Every challenge sharpened your awareness. Every silent moment built a strength inside you that no one else could see, until now. What feels like a transfer is not something suddenly given, it is something finally aligning with who you have become. Stay with this feeling. There are opportunities that pass by unnoticed every day, but this moment is different. This one carries a weight, a quiet significance, like a door that opens only when the right version of you stands in front of it. And that version of you is here now. Think about it. How many times did you almost give up? How many times did you question your path, your worth, your direction? Yet you're still here. That alone tells a story. Something huge is waiting for you, but it doesn't come with noise or pressure. It arrives with clarity. A realization. A moment where things suddenly click in a way they never have before. And when that moment comes, you won't need anyone to convince you. You'll feel it. But there is one more piece you need to understand, something most people overlook at the exact moment everything begins to change. But here is the part almost no one is prepared for. When the shift finally begins, it doesn't look like a miracle at first. It looks like a small idea, a quiet decision, a subtle opportunity that feels almost too simple to matter. Don't skip this, because this is where most people turn away without realizing what they just missed. What you've been waiting for doesn't always arrive in grand, obvious ways. It arrives disguised as a moment you could easily ignore. A conversation that feels ordinary. A thought that keeps returning. A chance that feels uncertain, but strangely right. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you inside this realization. You see, the transfer isn't something placed into your hands all at once. It unfolds step by step, guided by your awareness. And the more present you are, the more clearly you begin to see it. This is where everything starts to shift. Because instead of asking, "Is this real?" you begin to ask, "What is this trying to show me?" And that question changes everything. There is a reason your attention has been drawn here. A reason this message found you at this exact moment in your life. Not earlier. Not later. Now. Because right now, you are standing at a point where one small choice can lead to something far greater than you imagined. But only if you recognize it. Only if you trust that quiet nudge inside you. And here's what makes this moment so powerful. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And what comes next will require something very simple, yet incredibly rare. And now, everything slows down for a reason. Because what comes next doesn't require force, it requires awareness. Not everyone reaches this point. Many turn away just before clarity arrives. But you're still here, and that matters more than you think. Don't skip this, because this is where the shift becomes real. What is being placed in front of you now is not loud, not overwhelming, it's precise. A moment where you begin to notice patterns you once ignored. A moment where things start to connect in ways that feel almost intentional. A moment where your inner voice becomes clearer than the noise around you. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you inside this awareness. This is where trust begins. Not blind trust, but a quiet confidence in your own perception. The kind that doesn't need proof from the outside, because it already feels right on the inside. And here's the deeper truth. The wealth you've been hearing about is not just something you receive, it's something you recognize. It's clarity replacing confusion. It's direction replacing doubt. It's a sense of alignment that makes your next step feel natural, not forced. And once that alignment clicks, everything starts to move differently. Opportunities feel closer. Decisions feel lighter. Your path feels clearer. But this only happens when you do one simple thing. You stop looking everywhere else, and start paying attention to what's already being shown to you. Because right now, in ways you may not fully see yet, something is already beginning to unfold. And in the next moment, you're going to understand exactly what to do with it. And then, it becomes unmistakably clear. Not because something dramatic appears, but because you finally see what has been there all along. Don't skip this moment, because this is where everything begins to turn in your favor. There is a quiet realization forming within you right now, a sense that you don't need to chase endlessly anymore. That what you've been seeking is starting to meet you halfway. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you inside this understanding. This is the point where your energy shifts. You stop doubting every step. You stop questioning every sign. You begin to move with a calm certainty, the kind that doesn't rush, doesn't panic, but knows. And when you reach this state, things begin to align naturally. You notice the right timing. You recognize the right opportunities. You feel guided, not pushed. This is what the transfer truly means. It's not something being handed to you without effort, it's something unlocking within you that allows everything meant for you to finally flow in the right direction. And here's what makes this moment so rare. Most people wait for proof before they believe. But in this moment, belief comes first. A quiet, steady belief that something meaningful is unfolding, even if you can't fully explain it yet. And once that belief settles in, You begin to act differently. You choose differently. You respond differently. You carry yourself differently. And those small changes create powerful results over time. But there is still one final piece, one last understanding that brings everything together in a way you won't expect. And now, the final piece reveals itself in the most unexpected way. It's not outside of you. It was never outside of you. Don't skip this, because this is the moment everything comes together. What you've been calling the divine transfer is actually a return. A return of your focus. A return of your confidence. A return of the part of you that always knew you were meant for something more. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you inside this truth. You see, the number, the idea of millions, it was never about a literal figure. It was a symbol. A powerful one. It represents expansion, possibility, the feeling that your life can grow beyond limits you once accepted. And now, you're beginning to understand it. The real wealth is clarity that guides you. It's awareness that protects your energy. It's the ability to recognize opportunities and act with intention. This is what changes everything. Because when you think differently, you move differently. When you move differently, your path changes. And when your path changes, your results follow. This is the shift. Not loud. Not forced. But undeniable. And here's the truth that was waiting for you from the very beginning. You didn't find this message by chance. You paused for a reason. You stayed for a reason. Because something inside you was ready. Ready to see. Ready to understand. Ready to step into a version of yourself that no longer waits for the right time, but recognizes that the moment is already here. And as you leave this moment, carry this with you. Pay attention to the small signals. Trust the quiet clarity. Move with intention, not hesitation. Because what you do next, no matter how simple it seems, has the power to shape everything that follows. And just when you think the message is complete, something deeper begins to unfold. There is a quiet echo within you right now, a sense that this is not the end, but a beginning. Don't skip this moment, because something meaningful is still being revealed. What you've gained here is not just understanding, it's awareness that stays with you long after this moment passes. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in how you carry this forward. From this point on, you will begin to notice subtle changes. The way you pause before making a decision. The way you listen more closely to your inner voice. The way you recognize what feels right, without needing validation. These are not small things. They are the signs of alignment. And when alignment becomes part of your everyday life, everything starts to feel different. You no longer chase every opportunity, you choose the right ones. You no longer doubt every step, you trust your direction. You no longer feel lost, you feel guided. This is how the shift continues. Quietly. Steadily. Powerfully. And here's something most people never realize. Once this awareness awakens, it doesn't disappear. It grows. It strengthens with every choice you make that honors it. So as you move forward from here, remember this feeling. This clarity. This calm sense that something is working in your favor, even if you can't see the full picture yet. Because the moment you start living from this place, you don't just wait for change. You become the reason it happens. And what unfolds next will feel even more meaningful than anything you expected. And now, a new level of clarity quietly settles in. It's subtle, but you can feel it, a calm confidence replacing the uncertainty that once filled your thoughts. Don't skip this, because this is where the transformation becomes part of you. Something huge is waiting for you, not in the distance, but in the way you begin to see everything from here. You are no longer searching the same way. You are observing. You are understanding. You are choosing with intention. Stay till the end, because this final stretch carries a meaning you won't want to miss. From this moment forward, you'll notice how certain paths no longer feel right, and others feel naturally aligned. You won't need to force anything. The right direction will feel lighter, clearer, almost effortless. This is not coincidence. This is awareness guiding you. And as this awareness deepens, you begin to realize something powerful. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where you need to be to take the next step. That realization alone changes everything. Because instead of rushing, you begin to move with purpose. Instead of doubting, you begin to trust. Instead of waiting, you begin to act, calmly, clearly, and confidently. And when you operate from this place, even the smallest actions carry a different energy. A simple decision becomes a turning point. A quiet moment becomes a breakthrough. A single step becomes the beginning of something greater. This is how the shift continues to unfold. Not all at once, but in meaningful, powerful moments that build upon each other. And right now, you are standing inside one of those moments. The only thing left is the final realization that brings everything together in a way you'll never forget. And now, the final realization begins to rise within you. It's quiet, yet powerful. Simple, yet life-changing. Don't skip this moment, because this is where everything truly comes together. Something huge is waiting for you, in the way you choose to move from here. You've felt the shift. You've understood the signs. You've recognized the alignment. Now comes the part that makes it real. Action. Not rushed action. Not forced decisions. But intentional, clear, and steady movement in the direction that feels right. Stay till the end, because this final truth holds more power than anything before it. You don't need perfect conditions to begin. You don't need every answer before you take a step. All you need is to trust what you already know inside. Because the moment you act from clarity, everything responds. Your confidence grows. Your path becomes clearer. Your opportunities begin to match your mindset. This is how everything changes. Not in one sudden moment, but in a series of aligned choices that create something extraordinary over time. And here's the truth that brings it all together. The wealth you were waiting for was never separate from you. It begins the moment you decide to see your value. It grows the moment you choose your path with confidence. It expands the moment you stop holding back and start moving forward. This is your turning point. A moment that doesn't need to be announced, because you feel it. A moment that doesn't need approval, because you understand it. A moment that quietly says, "You are ready." And what comes next will be shaped by the steps you choose to take from here. And as this journey reaches its quiet conclusion, something within you feels different. Not louder, not overwhelming, just clear. Don't skip this final moment, because something huge is waiting for you in how you carry this forward. You came here with curiosity. You stayed with a feeling. And now, you leave with understanding. That is the real shift. It was never about chasing a distant promise. It was about recognizing what has been building inside you all along. The strength you didn't notice. The clarity you kept ignoring. The quiet confidence that was waiting for the right moment to rise. Stay with this feeling, even after this moment passes. Because from here on, life will begin to respond differently, not because the world suddenly changed, but because you did. You will see opportunities where others see obstacles. You will feel direction where others feel confusion. You will move with purpose where others hesitate. This is the true transfer. A shift in how you think. A shift in how you choose. A shift in how you step forward into your own path. And once this shift happens, there is no going back to who you were before. Only forward, with clarity, intention, and quiet confidence. So as you step into what comes next, remember this. The moment you were waiting for, was never somewhere far away. It was here. It was now. And it was always meant for you to recognize it, exactly like this.